Alright. Sorry it's taking me so long to get this. I was watching this movie. It's a long movie. And I had a live stream I was watching, and I just finished this now. So, we are looking at Wrath of Man. This movie is, just so that you know, it's 119 minutes. Felt longer than that. In fact, hold on. Do this. I'm going to the movie here. Hold on. Is it here? 1 hour 50. Okay, yeah, it is 2 hours. Okay, never mind. Two hours long. It's about 2 hours long, so it seems it's long. It's 2 hours long. So this film, Jason Statham plays a security guard named Patrick Hill, or AKA H. And he's working for this security firm, or security place that runs armored cars. And they keep getting robbed by a special team led by Jeffrey Donovan. You may know from Burn Notice or She's the Witch Man, Blair Witch 2. He is more serious in this than he was in any of those things. But, yeah. We get introduced to characters like Bullet and Boy Sweat. No, I'm not kidding. Those are the names. And they call him H because his last name is Hill. Which coincidentally is half of my son's last name because we hyphenate. I won't say where it goes, but the rest, but H. And, they keep calling him H, and I think of Ready Player One. It's H. But, yes. And, so, me and Guy Ritchie, we don't exactly get on. Not really a big fan. I have, I believe he directed King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. Haven't watched that yet, but I do have it. I have yet to watch many of his films. I've watched Revolver, which I thought was terrible. And I've watched Aladdin, the remake, which I thought was okay. Too much. I think the faults of that film were strictly on Disney because they're on this female empowerment kick. We can't let our princesses look weak. So I think all the faults from that film were on Disney. Otherwise, the rest of that film was faithful retelling. So this film is sort of like Pulp Fiction as it is told non-linear. We start with him on his first day, joining up, being called H. And well, we actually start with a robbery that happens. No, that's later because it's non-linear. So we start with this, they get robbed, and then I don't know, they get robbed, and so this team keeps hitting their armored cars. So they gotta figure out a way to stop them, right? But yeah, and then we slowly start to find out that maybe H isn't who he says he is because he's got like some personal things. Middle of the film, we cut back to his story. There's three. We follow the security guards, and we follow Statham in something that's in the past, and then we follow the team that's robbing the armored car. So it's like three different points of views, really. So we introduce everyone. They play pool, and they get to know each other, and then we go back and we see why H is there. Turns out, on a normal day, H was taking his son out. We find, and his son is like a teenager or something. His name is Dougie, which teenage son, you call him Dougie. I don't know. They go out to get a burrito because he's been called by someone to check something out, and so he gets a burrito near, where something's gonna happen, and the guy that tells him to go, that says, "Oh, it's okay. It's not gonna be any problems. It's not gonna be any, problems." But it does go down. One of them, named Jan, one of the robbers, named Jan, played by Scott Eastwood, kills his son because he's a witness. I don't know. He sees that he saw what's going down, or saw their face or something, and shoots him, leaving H to get revenge. We find out that H is really Mason Hargrave, a mob boss of some sort, a criminal boss of some sort that is out for revenge against these. That's why he's joined this. For the most part, I think that the performances are strong. Jason Statham, of course, as always, is good. He does have some fighting scenes. There are some gun scenes. Much like Van Damme in Son of Death, there's not a lot of fight scenes. You actually see how good of an actor Jason Statham is. And he's a better actor than Van Damme when it comes to acting, but he's very good. And you could tell, like, in his eyes that he wants to get this done. Because he, wants to get revenge. It's a revenge thriller. It's part heist film, part revenge film. Then when you switch to the other side of things and you see things from the side of the robbers, there are blue-collar working men who, I think they lost their jobs and they're not making the money they need to, so they're robbing these armored cars to get that money. And, you see that Jeffrey Donovan's character, he has a family. He has 2 kids, he has a wife, he's got a family, and he wants to provide for them. That's what it is. So you even feel sympathy for him when at the end, Jan turns on him. Like, he's been shot, and then Jan slits his throat and takes all the money. He kills Bullet, too, because Bullet is revealed to be in on it. And, yeah, because Jan was only in it for himself. He wanted all the money to himself. That's what it was about. And you kind of feel sad for Jeffrey Donovan. And I like how Guy Ritchie did that. Like, he makes you feel, because you see he has a family, and you're like, oh, fuck, he's doing this for his family. So then when he's murdered, like, even if he was to be shot in the middle of robbing things, no, maybe that would be as sympathetic because, you went in there, he took a chance, he died. But also, maybe even if that did happen, we see flashbacks where they're going over to say not everyone's going to make it. You can tell the way that he doesn't even say anything, just the way that Jeffrey Donovan is emoting in his eyes. He knows he might not make it out of there. So he went in knowing that he might not make it out. And so that makes it even more heartbreaking for that character. And, his family's now just gonna, what are they gonna do? They don't have any money, unless he had a life insurance policy, which I don't know. But, yeah. And we get, at the end here, with Jason, with H, we keep calling him H, showing up in Jan's apartment, and he shows him the autopsy, revealing that, it was his son that was murdered, that he murdered. And he shoots him in the exact same place as he shot his son. So it's, justice. And then he leaves and he tells King I think he works for the FBI, the money is his, he gets the money. Drives off, movie ends. There are some good action scenes in this film. There's also some good drama in this film. There's some good character making. Like, you could have easily just had them dealing with Hyacinth Typhoon, but you have the scenes such as when, they're in the bar and they're shooting pool and they get to know each other. The scene where he sleeps with the only female member of their team, and he finds the $125,000 in her apartment, and he seriously thinks she might be in on it, but then she reveals that she took that from a liquor store. So yeah, and while pretty much everyone on the team he was working with is dead now, he got his revenge. That's all he cared about. What do you call that? An acceptable loss? But he got the revenge he wanted. His son is now avenged, and he can rest in peace, And again, it's another one where he and his wife are divorced, or separated, whatever. Much like Sudden Death, only it's not like that. It's a nice crime, heist, thriller, drama, revenge film that I think was actually pretty good. So far, of the Guy Ritchie films I've seen, this is the best, but I haven't seen them. I haven't seen like Snatch or The Gentleman or anything, or Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. But, as far as Jason Statham movie goes, this is a pretty good one. He gives a great performance, I think. I think one of the best. Better than Revolver. I did not like that movie at all, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought it was very good. The only thing I would say is, like, I don't know if I would cut anything out of it, but it seems to go on, like, it's 2 hours long. And I get, for a movie like this, maybe the runtime was justified, but, I thought it was shorter, I guess. But, yeah, this was pretty good. So I'm just going to say Wrath of Man, pretty good. So what are your thoughts on Wrath of Man? I'm going to comment below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.